we're going to be talking about important healthy habits we need to inculcate in our 20s to avoid having healthcare challenges in our 30s, 40s and 50s. There's some really bad health habits we have developed in our 20s that we might not know might be very detrimental to our health in our 30s. If you're interested in this kind of video, please keep on watching. Discovered that a lot of people in their 20s are developing really dangerous health challenges in their 20s, and I feel like the kind of lifestyle we live in our 20s is not even helping. So I'm going to be mentioning a few important healthy habits we need to develop in our 20s. When was the last time you had your blood pressure checked? How old are you again? 25. Okay. When last did you have your blood pressure checked? You. When last did you go for a routine checkup? You never had? Oh wow. Do you know your blood genotype? Do you know your genotype? Okay, the one your mom told you when you were 18, right? Okay. Anyway, that's just by the way. I'm going to be talking about healthy habits today that we need to develop in our 20s, that we think that, oh, we are living the life, but you don't know that you are really killing yourself. I think the first thing is watching what we eat. What have you been consuming? So recently, yesterday or since Sunday, I've been consuming Maltina. I usually have cravings when I'm getting to that time of the month. I usually have really bad cravings. Some months it's usually fair, and some other months is usually really bad and heightened. And you know, I got a few people who were like, oh, don't consume too much Maltina, it has lots of sugar, you're doing. I feel like as if I don't know. I actually know. But you know, if you're a woman, you know these cravings of a thing. And it's not like it happens all the time. But today, filming this video is the third day. Today's Thursday, so it's the fourth day now. And I'm like, I'm not going to take any drink because I've consumed a lot of Maltina. Whatever is going to happen should happen. I really do not care. I'm going to consume I'm not going to consume Maltina. So I've been having water since morning. And I think for the rest of this week, I'm just going to be taking water and fruits. It's important that you have to watch what you eat. How much fruits and vegetables have you eaten this week? Or you have just been eating chocolate and living the life and ordering pizza and ordering ice cream and eating the way you like. I'm not saying you shouldn't eat the way you like, but you have to watch it and make sure that there is a balance. You're not just eating recklessly without considering your health. In your 20s, I know, understand that your 20s are your free years, are the years you want to experiment and try new things. But it's also important that if you do not take, you know, some of these things that we do, they do not have their consequences now. You might not know the detriment of these things to your health. You might be consuming lots and lots of alcohol now. You don't know the detriment it is to you. Maybe it's later in your life you will now find out that, oh, so you might want to consider, you might want to cut down on your alcohol intake. You might want to cut down on your smoking intake. If you are one person that loves to smoke a lot, maybe you might want to cut it down and watch how much you take cigarettes in a week. Do you understand? It's important that you watch what you eat. You eat more fruits and vegetables. You take more healthy drink. I remember when this year started, I told myself I was going to try as much as possible. I have a sweet tooth and I love taking sugary drinks. Normally, I love taking drinks. So I told myself that I was going to replace most of those fizzy drinks with more healthy drinks like Zobo, like tiger nut drinks, like, you know, not like as if I'm strictly on healthy drinks and I don't take that, but there is a balance. I'm now more intentional about how much soda I'm taking. I'm now more intentional about how much sugar intake. Do you understand? I'm now more intentional about taking my fruits smoothie and make sure that, okay, instead of taking Coke, I'll make a watermelon and whatever smoothie and take that. That will serve. Do you get? So it's very, very important that you take your health seriously. You watch what you eat. It is very important. You make sure that you are eating a balanced diet. You are eating balanced diet. I know how it can be in Lagos. I know how crazy it can be. Most of the time we don't eat well, but when you have the time, like weekends, you try and eat well, eat more fruit. I will even advise that we eat one fruit every day. There's this saying that goes, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. It's very important that you eat at least one fruit a day. It will help you. Another healthy habit you need to inculcate in your 20s is tracing your family medical history. You know, it is very important that if you know your family medical history, it will help you to live a very intentional lifestyle. Take for example, you ask your parents and your parents tell you that, oh, your father is hypertensive or he has diabetes. Do you understand? You already know that, you know, these things can be hereditary if you don't watch it. You live a very intentional lifestyle. You cut down on your fat. You check your blood pressure daily. You know, you are reading up to find out, okay, what are the triggers, what are the foods I need to eat more. You cut down on the salt intake and all those things. It is very important that you know your family medical history. It is very important. Another very, very, very important healthy lifestyle you need to inculcate in your 20s is going for regular medical checkups. When was the last time I'm asking you, when was the last time you had your blood pressure checked? When was the last time you had a routine checkup? Okay. When was the last time you had your HIV test done? Or you've never done it? You've never had a HIV test done? You know, I began to take this thing more seriously when I did a house job I did my internship at a hospital. I took this thing very seriously. I took it very seriously, you know, and I realized that, and this is a bit related to my next point, which is taking regular vaccines. You know, there are some vaccines that, you know, you took while you were a baby, and there are some vaccines that you must take, that it's very important for you to take even in your adult life. Like for example, I didn't know that I was supposed to take a hepatitis vaccine until I got to the hospital, and I realized that it is very important, though very more important for people that work in the hospital environment, but also very important for people, you know, regular people, because apart from it getting transmitted through sexual intercourse, I realized that it can be transmitted through bodily contact. Maybe you get maybe, I don't know, maybe through sweat or through blood, you know, kind of stuff. You don't want to be a sorry case, right? You need to take these things very important. You might not know, just like I said, it was when I got to the hospital 2 years ago, I realized that this vaccine is very important. So I think that your 20s are the years where you have to read, you have to know these things, so you are not ignorant. The fact that you do not know does not mean it will not happen to you. Do you get? So it's important that you read up and you find out, you know what's going on, and you take this important vaccine. When last did you get a cervical test or whatever? When last did you get a routine check? You got to check your whole body to know if everything is fine, because there are some diseases that are asymptomatic, that is, they do not show symptoms while they are in their early stage. So if you do not check, you will not know, because so it's now maybe later in your life you now find out that, oh, something has happened. There are some UTI that if you might, there's some UTI, urinary tract infection, or there are some infections that happen to you and you think you've treated it and it has gone, but if you do not check, you realize that that thing has not gone. It will now wait for you. Maybe later in your life you now realize that, oh, this and that and that. I realized there was this friend of mine who she got sick one of these days. I think she had typhoid and malaria, and she went to the hospital. She had to run a test before she started treating the typhoid and malaria, or it was typhoid, I'm not sure now. And they realized that she had fibroid, big ones. She did not know, and those things have been sitting in her tummy for so long. So she had to, it was at that point she now realized that she had fibroids, and they were big, they were massive, though they were not in very delicate places, but they had to be removed, right? So routine checks are very, very important. Some like your HIV test, hepatitis test. And these days, I think a friend of mine was ranting on her WhatsApp one day, and she was saying that she's been entering Uber back to back, and there's been a common issue. Most of her Uber driver guys have been scratching their private. They've been scratching their private. There is this pandemic of infections. So if you do not go and have your routine checks or do regular checks, you will not know there's something wrong with you. So it's important that you go for routine checks. Like, it is very, very, very important. Another one is exercise and sleep. Exercise and sleep. How many hours do you sleep in a day? How many hours is required of a normal adult to sleep in a day? Some say 7, some say 8, some say 6. Right? Why una no dey sleep? I don't know. It's a thing right now. Even me, I struggle. Like, I'm the main person on this table. I barely sleep. Like, not as if I have so much doing that will prevent me. Sometimes I have some things doing, and sometimes I'm not doing anything. Because I've built this habit of sleeping very late, and I wake up very early. So I sleep as late as 1 a.m., 2 a.m., and I wake up as early as 5:30, 6 a.m. I'm up, except days where I'm not working, I'm just having a lazy day. It is not good. Sleep is very important. They know they catch late comer. Sleep, rest. It helps your brain. It helps your brain. It re-energizes you. It is healthy to sleep. Why don't you sleep? Why do you think you are lazy? Or when you see people sleeping, you think they are lazy. They are not lazy. It is very healthy for you to sleep. I am telling you to sleep. You don't want to develop insomnia. Insomnia is very bad. How can you stay and then see, I can be up all night and then my next day is ruined because I'll be struggling with a headache. I can't think. I'm cranky. My body aches, because once your brain is tired, your whole body will tell. Do you understand? So it is very important that you sleep. It's also very important that you exercise. You move your body. I do not go to the gym. I don't go to the gym often, but I make sure that I walk every day. I have my daily walks, not just walk around. Make sure that I'm active. I'm not just sitting in one place or not doing anything. Make sure you are active. Instead of using the elevator, you make sure that you are using the stairs. I went to a place. Okay, there's this place I usually go to, and it's just like I'm just going to the first floor, and I was taking the lift, and I was in the lift with an elderly man, and the man was just murmuring, not telling me directly, but it was like, all these young people, instead of you to use the lift, well, he wasn't telling me directly, but he was just murmuring, but I could hear him loud and clear. Instead of you to use the lift, instead of using the stairs, you're using the lift. Like, it is not good, it's not healthy. And actually, instead of using the elevator, just use the stairs, and it just keeps you, especially people that work in offices. You are always in the office 24/7. Try and exercise your body. You don't have to go to the gym if you can't, but try and exercise your body. Drink lots of water, exercise, and sleep. Once it's 11 a.m., put your phone down and sleep. Auntie, that money you are chasing, that bag you are chasing, if you develop migraine, So in the course of this my bad sleeping habits, I developed migraine, even though there are some triggers. But I know that majorly the one of the main reason why I started having migraines was because I do not sleep enough. Migraine is horrible. It is horrible, and this is just one effect. This is just one effect of not sleeping, migraine. So you do not want to start developing these things while you are young. You want to live a very healthy, happy, bubbly lifestyle. You have to sleep, you have to exercise, and drink lots of water. Another very important healthy lifestyle you need to cultivate in your 20s is taking care of your skin. I know that a lot of people have skincare routine. I know that a lot of people, especially in your 20s, you want to glow. You want to glow, you want anything, especially organic creams, serum, vitamin C, what else again, micellar water, what else again. I think the other day Maraji was making a post about, you know, how expensive skincare products are. I know we want to be trying everything just because we want to glow. One thing we do not know is that these things we rub on our skin have effects on the inner part of your body. You do not know. You do not want to rub things on your skin that will have effect on you later in your life. Bleaching is one of it. Why do you want to tamper with your skin color? Apart from it changing the color of your skin, there is skin cancer. And there are other things. You don't want to start having wrinkling skin, wrinkled skin, different colored, you know, those kind of stuff. It's important that before you use any skincare product, you know if it works for you, you know, and you read. So someone like me, for example, I don't have a very lousy, okay, I won't call it lousy, I don't have a very I don't have a skincare routine. Let me use it like that. I have some things that are very important, like sunscreen, and the one I use, I make sure that it is what works for me, because anything I use on my skin, I usually have skin reactions. So I am very, very particular about what I use on my skin. Before I changed my body cream, I already researched, I found out that, and I found out the effects and all of, even after researching and, you know, making sure that, okay, this cream is nice and it's okay for me, I still have skin reaction. That's how much my skin reacts, and it's just a normal cream, right? So it is important that you are very, very intentional about what you use on your skin, not because of now but tomorrow. You don't want when you are 50 years old your skin is wrinkled. When your life is supposed to actually start, your skin is now wrinkly. You are not looking like a masquerade. You are looking funny. You are looking, you know, you are looking older than your age and all that. So it is very important that your skincare routine is taken very seriously. You don't have to try everything on your skin. Don't try everything on your skin. Just use things that are used to your skin, and visit a dermatologist. You know, ask questions. What is the effect of this? What is the effect of these ingredients in the cream? What do you get? Ask questions, and don't use everything on your skin. Why? Because of tomorrow. Not now, but because of later in the future. So we come to the end of today's video. Let me know in the comment section what healthy lifestyle you are picking up from this video. Which one has helped you? Which one is useful to you? Till I come your way next week, next time. God bless you. Make sure you subscribe, like this video, and share to all your friends in their 20s. Bye.